Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 13, episode 12. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Listen, I didn't review last episode. I had some personal things going on, but we back in that thing. So when the episode first opens up, Sutton is at home exercising on this Pilates machine or doing something, honey. You know how Sutton always got something going on. Erica Jane is at the dance studio doing her 1-2 step. Erica moves and looks great to be in her 50s. Now, she might be a lot of things, okay? But that heifer be moving in her 50s. I said, I know that's right, Erica. Garcelle is getting a facial. Garcelle, I need to know, what is this little thing they were putting on your face? And she said it was going to suck your face back. Honey, I need to get that. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. In the next scene, Sutton is at home and Kyle stops by in her ripped jeans. Baby, Kyle is turning into another person. Do you hear me? I hope this visit is better than name them. Name them. She licked Kyle's feet, so maybe it brought them closer. I thought that was so disgusting. Now, just because I didn't review last episode does not mean that I didn't watch. And Sutton, girl, you need to gargle and something else, honey. Y'all just nasty. It's just gross. Anywho, Kyle doesn't see any food in the refrigerator, but there were collagen eye patches in there. So she went ahead and partook. I know that's right, y'all. Go on, get the eye patches and take away the puffiness. Sutton asked Kyle where Mauricio was at the event. And so Kyle was like, he's in Aspen and then he went to Mexico City. And Sutton is like in the confessional, what? Why was he not at your event for your friend who passed away? And I'm with Sutton. There was no excuse for him not to be there. Now, Kyle did say that he would be at the Homeless Not Toothless event. I don't mean to laugh, but every time I hear homeless not toothless, I think about Kathy. That was one of my favorite episodes. Kathy had me hollering with that homeless not toothless. Ooh, baby, she was so confused. Baby, that was good to me. So Sutton then brings up at her event how Anna Marie was coming for her small esophagus out of nowhere. When they had a good time at when they were out at their little outing. Well, you can thank Kyle for that. She sicked Anna Marie on you when she was mad at you, and now she's going full steam ahead, and Kyle is sitting here looking crazy. Kyle's standing there looking confused, talking about, you licked her armpit. I don't know what's the problem. You know what the problem is. Sutton is like, well, she needs to leave my esophagus alone. Here go Kyle, talking about, well, Sutton has met her match. Really? So then after that, she gonna tell Sutton, you guys will figure it out. See, and this is why I ignore Kyle when Sutton gets activated, because you earned it. You always doing something, sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and then you're not really a friend to Sutton if we just keep it real. I don't know if you just need somebody to film with or what, but you don't really like Sutton. You'll be in the same space with her, but you don't like her like that. So then Sutton brings up them going to Barcelona. Y'all, the contrast between Potomac in a barn playing chicken bingo in Austin and going to Barcelona is stark. Why on earth must our black franchises not get the zhuzh that they are given? Aspen, Barcelona, Japan, Tokyo, Mars, honey, they go anywhere. Atlanta and Potomac, Austin, Nashville, down the street, over to Candy's house in the second house. Everybody gonna spend a night. Like, what is... Baby, this is crazy. Bravo. Don't piss me off. Because I know that budget is budgeting. The advertisers love to be a part of anything Bravo. Because they know the people are going to watch, whether we like it or not. We can't look away. Each and every season, we're going to be in the building. BravoCon makes the shmoney. Please send our black franchises somewhere other than to play chicken bingo. I done got pissed off here in Barcelona. And now I want to be a part of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Child, this is a fool. Moving forward. She doesn't really want to invite Anna Marie. I know I wouldn't. But she says she going to think about it. Over on the other side, Crystal is at home FaceTiming Garcelle. Crystal going to FaceTime her scene if she don't do nothing else. She very rarely has face-to-face, one-on-one scenes with the ladies. I've noticed that. Crystal always is FaceTiming somebody. Ma'am, what are you doing that you can't go into the scene? So they started talking about how beautiful Kyle's event was to commemorate her friend's life. And she said the person who forgot why they were there was Anna Marie because she was too busy talking about Sutton's esophagus. She is so tacky. And then it was the way she abruptly started talking about it. They were talking about something totally different. And she was like, excuse me, speaking of, let's talk about this small esophagus. I was like, girl, oh, honey, please go. So Crystal is saying to Garcelle, she basically was implying that Sutton had an eating disorder. And I know that had to really trigger Crystal. Because remember, she shared with the viewers that she struggled from, body dysmorphia and an eating disorder. So I know that pissed her straight off. So Crystal was like, when I met her, she told me that she was a doctor and now she's a nurse. Oh, baby, and she's a liar? Okay, got it. Crystal then said, she hopped on the Googler and found the information about the small esophagus and it could be genetic. So she does not understand why Anna Marie couldn't find the exact same thing. She might have been on Ask Jeeves. Y'all remember Ask Jeeves? Does that even still exist? Ask Jeeves was the original Googler. Now, if y'all don't know what Ask Jeeves is, ask Google what Ask Jeeves is. Jeeves used to stand there in that butler uniform and you would ask him something and he would spit out the answer. Baby, those were the good old days. And that's when we had AOL dial-up. And life was just so simple then. But anywho, child, I'm getting off track. Crystal is saying she feels like it's weird of her to want to try and out Sutton. And I think it is. It is weird. It's a rookie mistake. She's trying to create a moment and she just looks silly. You really do. It's no other way to put it. You look silly. Oh, 8.5. Please leave Sutton alone, okay? Please leave her alone, Miss 8.5. In the next scene, PK and Dorit are at the Beverly Hilton, and she's there for her homeless, not toothless gala. Dorit is frantic as usual. I'm like, oh gosh, Dorit, please get it together. PK wants her to focus on one thing at a time and trust the people to do their jobs. Dorit likes to micromanage. That's the problem. She can't let people do things because she has to oversee everything. Well, why are you doing that? I don't like when they turn to the left. They should turn to the right. Like it's always something. Just relax, Dorit, relax. So they're going over the logistics and they meet with the caterer to see if the place settings are good. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the settings on that table, they gave 2008. It looked very dated. I said, what is this, honey? Like, it's looking like a straight 2008 wedding reception where y'all went down to the party hall and rented all that stuff. Like, it just looks tacky. In the next scene, Crystal is meeting with her pop star brother. They're meeting with each other for lunch. So Jeff is there. They're sitting down. They're talking. She's telling him about all of the gross germ-infested things that these heifers did on this outing the other day. Just nasty with their mouths, honey. That was just, ugh. Well, honey, at least y'all weren't arguing. If Sutton got to lick an armpit or an eyeball or whatever y'all was doing over there, if that's what it takes for y'all to sit down and act like y'all got some sense, by all means, please do. So he starts to tell her that he met with his ex-fiance and she told him that she never felt accepted. It ain't nothing worse than an overly involved family. It's too much. It is just too much. She never felt accepted by Crystal or her mom. He said another woman in his life was problematic for Crystal and his mama. They're going to have to ease up and he needs to create boundaries. Nobody is going to want to deal with all of that. Like, I know, in some cultures, families are very tight knit, but at the same time, you also have to allow the person to be in their relationship. Crystal, ain't nobody bothering you and Rob. Like, please leave that man alone. So he's telling Crystal that he needs to create space. So he's moving to Bangkok for 6 months. And I love that she loves her brother. But Crystal, you got to let him be a grown man. Okay, he's not a baby anymore. He's grown. In the next scene, it's the night of the gala. Of course, Dorit has to get her IG pics in. She got to get the lighting. And y'all remember when she was late for Kyle's event because she was taking pictures? Oh, baby. Dorit gonna get them angles. So the other ladies are getting ready. They're practicing the name because that's important. Everybody's like, okay, so it's homeless, not toothless. Say it with me. They are homeless, but they got the right teeth. We got to make sure we get it right. Child, Mauricio and Kyle are finally stepping out together. In the car, he's asking her to fill him in on the event. You should have been there. I'm not filling you in on nothing. Watch the episode like the rest of them. You should have been there. And that shows me y'all ain't talking. Because why are you just now being filled in on the event? Kyle of yesteryear would have called you as soon as the lights went down. So what is happening? So he's telling her, I've been traveling a lot. I really have. She said, okay, well, now I'm about to be traveling. Woo. The tension in that Uber Black is thick. Okay. It's thick. I'm like, baby, these two right here, you can just tell. It's just something going on. Over on the other side, everything looks good at the venue. They came in clutch. PK's vision came to life. The ladies are arriving. Erica comes in. She's talking to her dentist. I was like, baby, only in Beverly Hills. Now, mind you, the dentist is kind of hitting on Erica. Little does he know, he just got through denturizing her a few days ago. She's like, you're my dentist. I just came in. She probably ain't had no makeup on, child. Because, Erica, she be coming fresh-faced with her little sweats on, carrying her Birkin bag. And he probably didn't pay no attention, child. But anywho, he's like, you look beautiful. So the other ladies are hitting the step and repeat. Everybody's taking pictures. Mauricio is being like a little annoying, telling Anna Marie, let me see those teeth. Smile, smile. Kyle told him, are you smoking? What's in that? Is it weed or did you drink? Like, what is it? Because, Kyle can't stand him at this moment. I said, baby, what is going on? Kyle said every time they go to these events, she feels under a microscope and she feels like people are watching their every move to see what they're going to do. Ever since y'all's marriage has been in the tabloids, people are, child, not the tabloids. Baby, that's so old school. But ever since your marriage has been in the blogs, honey, let me bring it up to 2024. Ever since your marriage has been in the blogs, of course they're watching. Kyle, come on now. So the ladies are inside and Sutton and her small esophagus are already pissed. So it's a few of them standing at the table. Dorit is not there. Anna Marie isn't over there yet. Anna Marie walks in and they're like, come on over, girl. Come on over, baby. Honey, shout out to Christina Aguilera. So she's walking into the lion's den unbeknownst to her. So her and her husband, they go over, to greet the ladies. She introduces her husband. Sutton gets right into it. She's like, listen, you picked the wrong person. Now Anna Marie is getting activated. She's like, what? She's telling Sutton, well, I feel like you lied about drinking and taking medication. Now, I Googled it and she can definitely drink and take that medication. Now, should she? Probably not, but she can. And why do you care so much? Like, get a life. Really, please get a life. So Sutton is telling her, I have a GI. I don't need you. You're not my doctor. You're saying I made things up. So then Crystal chimes in and she goes, you said she lied. So Anna Marie looks at Crystal and she's like, this isn't about you right now. Like, please be quiet. Anna Marie backpedals and she's like, no, I didn't say that. What I said was what Sutton is saying doesn't make sense medically and I would know. So then Garcelle said, no, you said she lied twice since you've met her. Then Anna Marie tells a blatant lie and turns and says, Crystal said she had an eating disorder. Ma'am, how you just gonna lie like that? Like this stuff is not on camera. Crystal said, no, Anna Marie, you spent 2 hours talking about Sutton, so much so that the two of us had to walk away, meaning her and Garcelle. So then Crystal calls out Anna Marie and she's like, you're a liar. So Anna Marie is claiming that Crystal resents her because she couldn't go to medical school because Rob wouldn't wait for her. Girl, get real. You let Kyle get you caught up. Just make it plain. Just tell the truth. Kyle got you caught up and now you're trying to blame it on Crystal when it's you. So Sutton asks for an apology. In the midst of all that, Crystal is like, you're such a bitch. I said, ooh, baby. Please leave Crystal alone. See, this is what she didn't want y'all to see. Y'all just kept on poking the bear. Anna Marie, this ain't what you want. Okay, this ain't what you want. So Sutton is like, you owe me an apology. And I think she gave one. It was a half-assed apology. It really wasn't much. So, Sutton accepted it so they could shut the hell up and go in there and see if the people are not toothless, but they're homeless. They just went on ahead and went inside. Kyle goes over there to run tell that because she got to tell Dorit. So she goes to tell Dorit and Garcelle walks up. They're shocked that Crystal even went there. Well, it needed to be said because she lied on her. Keep my name out your mouth and do not make up blatant lies on me and then we wouldn't have a problem. So the night is underway. Of course, the who's who is there. Baby, we spot Paula Abdul. Hey, girl. The ladies get to their tables and Sutton sees Mauricio. So she's like, oh, okay. So you can come to this, but you couldn't come to your wife's event. Make it make sense. I'm like, my sentiments exactly. I'm surprised that he made it. But Kyle was probably like, listen, you're going to have to show up. They're already getting suspicious. Okay. They're on to us. So you're going to have to show up. And that's what he did. So then Taylor Dayne gets up to perform. Baby, I was in here jamming. Do you hear me? Tell it to my heart. I was getting it in here. Everybody is so excited. You know Erica Jane, baby. She loves a good duet. Ain't nobody asked her to sing nothing. But she going to be in the audience and she going to sing. So everybody's dancing, having a good time. Everybody is talking about, oh my gosh, I cannot believe Taylor Dayne performed. Now, I'm a lover of music, so I know a lot. I know a lot of different genres of music. I've listened to everything. I enjoy music. It brings me joy. It brings back memories. It helps me through things. So I knew exactly who Taylor Dayne was. Everybody knew except Anna Marie. Ma'am, you've never heard Tell It to My Heart? Girl, did you watch MTV or did you watch any music television? Girl, say what now? I ain't gonna be too hard on her because everybody might not know who Taylor Dayne is, but I thought that was great. And you know, Dorit always has a musical performance at her events. So I was not surprised. So Sutton is trying to express something to Anna Marie. And she's like, listen, I've already expressed it. I'm done with it. I'm not going over it again with you. Oh, honey, she will be back at the house messing with me. You ain't coming on no trip on my dime, which is really production, but a trip that I'm orchestrating and think you gonna talk to me crazy. That's not gonna work. Moving forward. It's the next day and the ladies are getting ready for their trip. In some kind of way, Kyle has Morgan's shoes. I said, oh, baby, they locked in. Baby, they locked in. So Kyle is calling Sutton, and Sutton is telling Kyle, girl, you need to tell Anna Marie not to talk at us. Okay, get your girl, because this ain't what she want. Yeah, she is very condescending. Kyle, get this lady and get her together. Kyle talking about, well, I don't really like that. I'm in the middle of it. Girl, you put yourself in the middle of it. When you activated that woman, you wound her up. And then you let her take her tail over there and get in Sutton's business. And now here we are. So Kyle calls Anna Marie. Anna Marie claims that she feels terrible. But really and truly, I feel like she just wants to go on this trip. But that's just me. So then Kyle asks Anna Marie if she spoke to Crystal. This lady said, no, I have no intention on talking to Crystal because Crystal mocked my profession. She owes me an apology. Ma'am, I know you wanted to be a housewife. But if you could be anything, be very for real right now. You lied on this woman and you lied to this woman. Nobody was mocking anything about you. Nothing. When was she mocking you and how did you somehow become the victim in all of this? So Kyle is like, well, girl, you have to call Sutton and make it right. Like you need to. She's like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I need to call her. I really do. So she hangs up with Kyle. She calls Sutton and apologizes for her part. Sutton is like, girl, your part. That's the only part. Everything that's going on is because of you. Anna Marie needs to be more careful listening to Kyle. Because Kyle got you caught up, girl. She was like, yeah, well, you know, I want to go on the trip. I want to be there so we can work it out and we can talk about it. And Sutton was like, you know what? Just come. We're going to have a good time. Let's just forget about it. 24 hours later, baby, they showed him in Barcelona. And listen, the previews shows Crystal is about to clock in. Crystal, I've been waiting on you to clock in, baby, since you have been a part of this cast, because oftentimes I forget that you are a part until I see you holding your diamond on the intro. But baby, Anna Marie versus Crystal is about to go down. And one thing I can say about Beverly Hills that they get right is they always make their trip moments memorable. They are going to get somewhere that none of the other franchises are allowed to go. And they gonna argue over some dinner. And it's going to be an epic argument, one that you can quote and one that you can remember for seasons to come. All right, y'all. And that was the end of the episode. All right, y'all. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. I thought it was good. I think next episode is going to be good as well. Beverly Hills has really started out slow. I'm actually surprised that we're on this many episodes. And I think they may only have 20 or 21 and then the reunion. Anywho, y'all comment. I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.